Hide your gear. 34, 36, 38. 3400 Transaxle. Alright, so we're going to put a seal kit in this. That's the part number for it. That's 3/4. This is 1/4 inch. This is T40. Let's see if they give us a new one of these in the kit. They do. So this is here. So we do have one of those. Okay, Maisie. I want to mark this. Okay. Oh, fantastic. Okay, we do get a new one of those. It's a good thing it just went flying. That looks like it's about it for the outside stuff. We can open her up at this point. Okay, so they're 3/8. My little keyway just fell off. That goes on the brake. Where does this go? Oh, that's bad. So this just broke off. This just fell out. Okay, that's a tooth to a gear. So this, it's not a keyway. So I'm still going to take it apart, and if I only need one part, I'll get the part and I'll rebuild it. Let's see if this will open up. Yep. Let's see. Flip it over. Not too shabby. Alright, let's see where our broken tooth came from. Oh, here's a ball bearing. See? So we definitely got problems. I'm assuming it's the bearing up in here. Let me get some gloves on. What am I doing? There's our broken tooth. Right there. See it? So I'm gonna find out how much this main gear is, and if it's less than 100, 150 bucks, I'll probably buy it. 9/16. Let's see. I got a lot of metal falling out of this thing. Let's see, what's this? Okay, now this is important. It's off center, so the fat side goes towards the case, the split in the case. So we got a snap ring here. Wow. Okay, so out with this shaft came this locking key. There's a spot in there for it. It's way in there. You can't even feel it. There we go. Okay, snap ring. And okay, there's only 2 ball bearings in this, so that was definitely our issue. Well, one of our issues. This is supposed to pull out. Yeah. And our ball bearing. Wow. That's the bearing right there. We'll try and get that off if it's salvageable. I still got this shaft here. Oh, that's the bypass. This shaft here is for the bypass to put it into so you can push it. So I think I just checked with the manual, which I hate doing, but I think this should just pull out. I didn't see that there's another. Oh, there is another clip in there. There's a snap ring. There's a snap ring in there. Oh, you can see. Go that fucking around. Snap rings out for the bypass shaft. Okay, bypass shaft, and I think this should come out. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, right here. Let's take that seal off of there and see what it looks like. Okay, seal's out. I'm just going to give it a little tap with a mallet, see if that does anything. I think they got it like epoxy, like use like RTV to like seal the thing in there. Is there something? I'll go check the manual. Son of a bitch. Okay, so These things are, if there's any play in these, they're no good, and these feel pretty good. So our bearing looks pretty good. So basically, before I go any further with this, I got a part number on here. I'm going to see if this bearing is available at the auto parts store. (6203). I don't know if you can see it. 6203. So it could be a common size. If it's a common size, I'm gonna get it and keep going with this. So basically what it says is, I'm with the manual here. Remove the center section, which I'm not sure what they're referring to there. The motor shaft, which was this. The motor cylinder block assembly, which I think was what we took out here, and the brake shaft, which is this, as a single item. And I can't see anything that holds this thing in at this point. Okay, went back to the beginning part of the manual where it says, it describes how to change these. They call these connecting tubes, and the new ones come in the kit. And these do need to be removed when the center section that we're working on comes out. So it says use a pick tool. Oh, fantastic. It says use a pick tool to remove. And this is the only thing I have that'll fit. Alright, so what I did is I took a carriage bolt and I ground it to just be like this little hook, and I think this might do it. Pretty sure it moved. So I can pull from different angles. So I already pulled from this side, and wish I had a slide hammer. That would be perfect. It's moving. Okay. There it is. Wow. Okay, it's out. Let's do the other one. That was a bitch. And of course, I'm probably messing up this surface and causing a leak anyways, right? But I'm actually prying off of this, so we'll see. A little wiggling helps it. Okay, that's the trick right there. And the center section just falls right out. Would you look at that? Okay. The seal's still in there, but it'll be easier to get out now. Alright. These actually look okay. There it seals out. Okay, I gotta go to the store and see if I can't get that bearing. If I can get the bearing, I'm gonna look up the bearing and the, oops, see how much that tooth, how much it would be for a new one of these, and let you know what I'm gonna do with it. So I just noticed this before I left, that this is where the brake pawl sits, and it is really worn out. The park brake probably doesn't grab at all. I mean, it doesn't need a park brake to function, but man, that stinks. I might try to clean those up with the file if I do put this back together. Okay, quick trip to the auto parts store, and I got the bearing. It was only $28. I called Hydra Gear. They don't give part numbers in their manuals, but if you call them, they'll give you all the part numbers you want. So I got the part number for this big gear, for this one, and I found it for 60 bucks. So between the gear, the bearing, and the seal kit, I'm gonna have $150 into this. You know, that's saving me about $1,000. So hopefully I didn't overlook anything, but I think this thing is in fine shape to be put back together. Well, hopefully this takes it off. Definitely had some thread lock around there. Wow. Wow. Oh. Okay, right here. Got the gear puller on, let's see. Huh. It's really on there. Time for a little spray. see if this will work. Ay, ay, ay. Last time I did one of these, it came off in about 2 seconds. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I heard it go tink a couple of times. So let's see if it released. I mean, it's under a lot of tension, so it might just pop up. Oh my gosh. This should come out. I'm not sure what it's catching on. It's probably not good to heat that bearing up there. Okay. This needs to cool off. I gotta get all this burnt plastic off of here. This, I gotta take this off still. This is the bearing that went. A little clip right here. I'm gonna try and take it off without it flying across the room. Okay, that bearing's gonna come off hard, huh? Okay, that one came off easy. That's nice. Just a little spot, yeah. Alright, that looks good. Oh, look at that. Nice and greasy. Okay. So we got seals on both sides of it. Looks like 5 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. There we go. Damn. Did not want to move that. Oh, it only goes on one way. Good. Okay. That's our brake ball. That's what aligns the park brake. That's why I marked that. Let's see. It sits into this. I'm going to try and clean these up a little bit. I don't know how much good it's going to do. They're not. I got to go to the manual. Okay, so these are considered shock valves, and all you're supposed to do is inspect them, and I don't have new ones to put in, and I really don't, I think, oh, come on. Alright, so I probably could have just left the old ones in. There's no seals in here to change. You know, these are just here if you're going to change the shock valves, and I'm not doing that, so okay. I'm pretty sure I can drop all these seals in at this point. Alright, so I had to go back and watch the video because there's a lot of slop here, and I thought that there was supposed to be a bushing or something, but there's not. It actually doesn't ride in here. It rides here, and then this side goes on the back side of the case, so this doesn't make contact. So I just went and watched the disassembly to make sure. I forgot to get record, but I finally got this snap ring off. I think that it's going to make it a lot easier to reassemble this. I think you need like 3 sets of hands to do this. So how do I get this thing to stay in place? I'm just going to set it on the shaft. I have no idea if that's going to work. It sits right in that little slot. Man, that's tricky. If you don't keep constant pressure on it, these pistons, they push themselves out. They're spring loaded. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to trying it with this already assembled. Put our little bypass thing in there. Oops, backwards. Okay, that went in. This one will start. Okay, wow, that was frustrating. So I had it together one time before, but I forgot to put that little bypass piece in there. Oh, and it makes it like just that much trickier. I probably spent 20 minutes on this, just getting this. Okay, I'm going to snug these up without a torque wrench. Just knowing that I'm going into an aluminum casing and they shouldn't be super tight. Last time I was working on one of these, I followed the torque specs and I still broke a bolt off. So I'm just going snug. There was Loctite on them, some sort of thread locker on them. That's enough. Okay. So this goes back on here. Man, it's really hard to keep these clean. Almost need to be doing this in like a laboratory. I think they gave me a new one of these. So let's see. That looks like the right one. We'll put the new one on. Okay, piece of cake. Now we're going to and actually having these things apart gives you a chance to understand how these work, because this is your control forward and backwards, and the more you push it forwards, the more each piston gets pushed down, the faster you go. And then the same going the other way. As this spins, it kind of does this, and it's cool. These are cool. So getting this back in is going to be interesting also. Put some oil on it. Let's see. Okay, that's how it goes. I already got that seal in them. Maybe I shouldn't have put that in until afterwards. It's actually lined up. I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to try anyways. Okay, so the piston thing is lined back up. This has to come through. Just don't know what's going There we go. So I believe we're ready for this shaft to go back in. Let's fit it through. Wow. That almost seemed too easy. Okay. Come on. It never stops. Okay, before I go into the next step, I'm going to put this seal in, and I believe there was a washer. Wow. I gotta check the... You know what? I'm just not gonna put it back in yet. I want to make sure that I'm not overlooking something. Alright, let's put these connecting tubes in. There's my seals. Let's put a little oil on them. Wow, they go in a lot easier than they came out, that's for sure. A lot easier. Alright, so these hold that center section in place. I need a small little socket or something, actually. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, that holds the center section in. Kind of goes in like this. That's how it goes, and I had it backwards. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So it's in, I just gotta push it all the way down. There. Okay. That's how that one works. Interesting. Let's put the seal in, which is this one. Let's put a little oil on it. This is like the most likely one to leak, or one of them. This is the washer I thought I lost. I checked it before. It didn't seem like it wanted to go in, but it just drops right in. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know how I did that. So let's put a little oil on it. This is like the most likely one to leak, or one of them. Okay, and nice. And then there's a snap ring, right? The seal and the snap ring, which looks like that one. Okay. Now that that's in there, we can put this back together. I was worried about that shaft falling out. It's really hard to keep these clean. And now I can't remember if it goes... The short side goes towards the back plate. I had to delete my video of my disassembly off the camera to make space, so I can't go back and look. I'm just using the diagram for that. It could be wrong, but it's not a big deal if I gotta change it. Okay. What do we got left? I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Did this one, this one, this one, this one. I think I'm ready to put the shaft back in. The only problem is I don't know where the magnet goes. I really don't know where this magnet goes. And oh. Can you see this? I think it goes right here. It looks like it's about the right size. All of our parts being in there at this point. And then I can't finish assembly until I get the gear, the main gear. And it's actually supposed to be delivered today. There's our spacer. Sure what I'm going to drive that down with. Let's see. Got our new gear. Matches up. Alright, we're looking pretty good. Seems like this little... There. Okay. We are all lined up. And we're ready for the real thing. This is what I'm using. I've used it before, it works pretty good. I'm just going to put a little bit of this RTV on the magnet. Okay, so I have another one of these in my boneyard that I didn't bother trying to rebuild, and I took the filter off just to check, and this is where the magnet goes. So now I'm going to let this set up overnight, and we'll put oil in it tomorrow. I'm also going to steal the plastic piece off of the other transaxle, because I burned it up when I was taking the hub off. But we're getting there. Wow, that was a little scary. I think it was just from having some of that RTV on there. I believe it was this. Alrighty. This goes on. It gets one of these. There. It goes washer. And then the spring. Let's see, can I stretch that away? Not too shabby. That looks good. Okay, so it's coming out the back. Alright, so it filled all the way up to here, but there's probably still air in it. It didn't take the full 2 3/4. 18mm. I was able to get the plastic piece off of the other Transaxle. I had a hard time getting this off again. Oh man. This is the best I could come up with with what I have on hand. Just a piece of rubber hose. I'm gonna stick a bolt in it. I'm gonna find a hose clamp, a couple of hose clamps. Actually, that might be alright the way it is. Just to get it in, then I'll pull it back off. Okay, I had a small oversight here. I just had the transaxle back in the unit, and I had this going the opposite way, so I had to spin it around. And I also have my brake lever backwards, which I did mark, but kind of forgetting that this mark could line up in 2 different ways. Yeah, so that's frustrating. So as it turns out, I did put this on backwards. Hopefully we don't lose a ton of fluid as I do this. Oh boy. I think I'm going to lose a ton of fluid. I was kind of hoping I could just spin the thing around. Oh boy. Fast Oh wow, why not? Wow. That was really fun.